Oh yeah, it's time for another episode of Buyer's Remorse. Today we are talking about the Apple AirPods Pro Gen 3. I purchased these bad boys with my own money the day they came out, and in this video we're going to talk about if I have any remorse on spending my hard-earned ducats. What up y'all, it's Tight Shirt Terry Warford. I'm back for another video. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Remember to be thankful for your freaking life today because you did not have to have that and you woke up this morning, and I'm so glad that you came back to see Tight Shirt Terry Warfield today. Before we get into talking about these AirPods, I do need to let you know this video is sponsored by Opera Neon. I will tell you all about them in a little bit, but let's get into story time about these AirPods Pros, all right? The last time that I owned a pair of AirPods prior to these was the AirPods Pro Gen 2, okay? And I didn't have them for that long because I freaking lost them, which I was kind of happy that I lost them anyways because they had a few things I really couldn't stand. Number one, I didn't like the battery life. Number two, they had light in it. Number three, they would not stay in my freaking ears to save the life of me, right? Now, I also enjoyed some things about them like the noise cancellation and the transparency mode and the microphones for call quality and all that stuff. But ultimately, I decided not to pick up another pair and I got these bad boys instead, which are the Beats Fit Pros. These are not the latest generation ones, but these do have an H1 chip, so they do a lot of the same stuff that the Apple AirPods do. Transparency mode, they do noise cancellation, they sync with all your Apple devices. So I was like, you know what, why don't I try a pair of fitness headphones instead of another pair of AirPods that I'm just probably gonna lose and not be happy with. And ultimately, I ended up being very, very happy with the Beats Fit Pros. These are not perfect, but again, they do share a lot of same similarities with the AirPods. So Terry, then why did you get the Apple AirPods Pro Generation 3, right? Well, what happened was when I went to the store to pick up my iPhone Air, my iPhone 17 Pro, which I have videos on both of those, they was like, yo, we got some AirPods in stock, the newest ones. And I was like, you know what? Throw them in the bag, champ. Go ahead and throw them AirPods in the bag. So that's how I ended up with them. And since then, I've been rocking them basically every day, okay? And I will say this before we get into the pros, the cons, and all that stuff. The AirPods Pro Gen 3s have honestly helped me out when it comes to living my life and going about communication and all that stuff. But that doesn't mean that they're without their cons. So actually, let's go ahead and get into the cons right now. And I'm gonna actually take these out the case and put them in my ears so you can get a visual, okay? Let me talk about the first thing, all right? This is actually not a con. I actually shouldn't even be mentioning this in a video, but I'm gonna because I've been saying this since the AirPods were even a thing. Apple, y'all make different colors with everything else. Can we please get a pair of black AirPods? I mean, I know I could send these AirPods off to different companies and have them wrapped and all of that stuff. I'm not trying to do that. I just want to be able to buy a pair of black AirPods. Okay, so let's talk about the first real con, and that is the silicone tips that Apple put on here. I'm all for them changing the design to make them fit better, so I actually prefer the redesign of the AirPod Pro Gen 3s because the stalks kind of go more towards your face, if that makes sense, so they're not like sticking out. Now, the first couple days I wore these bad boys, yes, they was a little annoying, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, it wasn't like anything that I was like, oh my God, I gotta take these out or my freaking ears are gonna blow up. But it did take me a couple days to get used to the tips. And obviously they put a bunch of tips in the box for you. But these tips, I gotta admit, at the beginning, they were very, very annoying and your mileage may vary, especially if you don't like stuff being in your ears. One of the cons is these might be a little uncomfortable for you. All right, now the next con will be sometimes these things do have some artifact when it comes to noise. And what I mean by that is sometimes if you're just sitting here and you got like transparency mode on and these things are in your ears, sometimes you can hear a little bit of hissing. Sometimes you can hear a little bit of crackling and popping. And I'm not sure if that's because of like interference with other Bluetooth or Wi-Fi devices, but you will hear it. I mean, it's not anything that's gonna like ruin your day, but sometimes you do hear the interference. Also, using noise cancellation. Sometimes there's some like, almost like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, especially if you like move your ear the wrong way. I mean, I know this stuff is dependent on having a good seal, but sometimes the noise cancellation will make it feel like your ears are like moving in and out. The other thing is I'm a Spotify guy, okay? I don't mess with Apple Music. By the way, let me know which camp you in. Are you Spotify or Apple Music? Let me know down in the comment section how many people are Spotify gang in here. Just let me know. Anyways, Spotify will actually allow you to use the EQ and it will affect the music, obviously. Well, you could also crank the mess out of Spotify to a point where it could potentially damage headphones because you can really crank the bass and the treble and all of that stuff, right? And I find that The Beats Fit Pros, I can crank these a lot more than I can with the Apple AirPod Pro Gen 3s. And the reason I'm bringing this up is sometimes when you crank the Apple AirPod Pro Gen 3s, it does produce some weird stuff happening. Like sometimes when you turn these up further than Apple probably intended you to, well, I mean, you have to turn the hearing protection crap off, but then they'll sometimes just disconnect. Okay, like I don't want to do this no more. It's too loud. I don't want to play this. I'm disconnected, right? I mean, they'll immediately reconnect. But that is something that I noticed also with the AirPod Pro Gen 3s. Now, the other minor annoyance that I have is on the Gen 2 case, there's actually a pairing button, you know, a physical button, just like there is with the Beats Fit Pros right there. It's probably the same button, to be honest with you. Neither here nor there, there is no button on these. Now you have to flip it open and tap the front of the case 2 times. I personally just don't want to deal with button combinations and all that stuff. There should have been a button. Just leave well enough alone, Apple. Like, we were fine with the button. Unless there was mechanical failures, then I don't feel like there was any reason to take the freaking button off. I much prefer the button. The last gripe that I have, and this is not specific to the Gen 3s, this is specific to all AirPods, and this problem has always been there, and that is the case or the contacts at the bottom of the case that charge the AirPods themselves get dirty so quickly. There's nothing, and I mean nothing, more frustrating than getting to the gym to find out that one of your AirPods won't freaking charge, okay? And then you gotta get a Q-tip and go cleaning the contacts and all that stuff off. And I know they got cleaning kits and all that, but Apple, I don't have these issues with any other AirPods. As a matter of fact, headphones that I've ever used, as a matter of fact, except for AirPods. Please find another way to do this because I'm so sick of this happening. So with that said, all of my little petty gripes and problems out of the way, like I said in the beginning, the AirPod Pro Gen 3s actually do make my life easier. These might be Apple's best product. Is that a reach? I'm gonna explain all of that in a minute. But you know what else makes my life even easier, especially as a content creator who has to make these type of videos and collect data and information and compare stuff before I make them? Opera's new internet browser called Neon. And if you've never heard of Neon, maybe you've been under a rock. Neon is an agentic browser. An agentic internet browser actually listens to you, thinks, and then does things on your behalf. It's actually wild. And of course, I used it for this video. Now, the first way Neon helps me out is it allows me to research faster with tasks. So I could actually tell Neon to open up multiple articles with one task. Then once it's done, I can ask Neon to do something like summarize these or ask it, what do these have in common? And then Neon analyzes all the open tabs together, which means research for me without tab chaos. Another way Neon helps me out is it helps me gather info for videos just like this on products. So I tell Neon to find me the best rated wireless earbuds of 2026 and open them in different tabs. And it finds the most credible information out there. It tells you where it got the information from, and it opens all the tabs for you. If you wanted to, you could even take it a step further and say, out of all those headphones, which one has the best battery life, so and so. And by the way, we found out the AirPods Pro 3s are rated the number 5 best earphones of 2026. One of my other favorite things about Neon is I could tell it to do things that would otherwise take me either a lot of steps or a lot of time. For example, I like to watch other people's videos on products like the AirPods Pro before I make them, just to make sure I'm not missing anything relevant, right? Well, I can say, Neon, go to MKBHD's video on the AirPods Pro 3 and skip to the point where he talks about battery life. And you will honestly watch it do the things you just told it to do step by step. It's honestly pretty wild. Neon can also make things for you. So if you wanted to, it can make you a video game or it can make you a website, although we're not going to do that in this video. Overall, y'all, this is one type of AI that I actually find useful, and it helps me do my job. So you can subscribe to Opera Neon today. Don't just watch the agentic shift, be a part of it. The link is in my description. And thank you, Opera, for partnering with me on this video. Now, back to the AirPod Pro Gen 3s. Now, all of Apple's newest generation of AirPods, they'll have a lot of dope features, advanced features that honestly I probably don't use any of them, but let's talk about some of them real quick. They have all these new accessibility features, live translation, conversation awareness, which I actually really love, head gestures. Then if you fall asleep while wearing them, while listening or reading a book, it'll automatically detect that and it'll pause the music or pause the reading for you. However, the Pros do obviously have a few options that those don't have. So these have stuff like hearing test, hearing protection. They're the only ones that have the heart rate sensor built into it, which we're going to talk about that in a second. The IP57, like I said, and some other stuff, but I'm only going to talk about the pros that are beneficial to me. The first thing that I do want to talk about is after 4 months, how have these held up? Because I definitely disrespect these things. I don't try to treat them nice. I throw them in and out of book bags and gym bags and all that stuff. They fell on the floor 1,000 times. And the case is a little dinged up, which is to be expected. But AirPods themselves have also crashed into the ground a few times, and they're holding up just fine. Now, the next thing, I know I talked about this a little bit in the con section because of the silicone inside of the ear tips, and I know that causes an issue for some people. But for me, again, the only time that they were any type of uncomfortable was at the beginning for a couple of days. Now that they've adjusted, or my ears have adjusted or whatever, but also the silicone tips fit so much better. If I sit here and shake my head back and forth, I'm probably gonna get a freaking headache doing this, but they will not come out. I go to the gym, I jump rope in these, I run in these, I do everything in these, and these are the first pair of AirPods that I've ever had that can rival the fitment of the Beats Fit Pro. So a lot of times I've been leaving these at home because this is the first pair of AirPods that actually fit. So for me, the fitment is top notch. Now, I do want to talk about this heart rate sensor because honestly, it's huge, especially as somebody who has recently had a heart attack. I'll be looking for every single way in the gym and outside the gym to monitor what my heart is doing. Now, I typically will wear an Apple Watch Ultra Gen 2 when I go to the gym, and I'll also wear an Oura Ring, which I actually just made a video on not long ago, so I'll link that at the end of this video. And I use both of these to track my heart rate. But in the event where I don't bring my Apple Watch, because sometimes I forget it or sometimes I forget my Oura Ring, guess what I always have at the gym? My AirPods, right? Now, if I forget my AirPods, you could just throw the whole freaking gym away. Am I the only one who does that? If I don't have headphones, ain't no working out about to happen. I will literally pack it up and leave and go back to the house. But neither here nor there. Having heartbeat sensors in your ears is amazing. And the fitness app on Apple will actually use a conjunction of the watch and also the heart rate sensors in the earbuds to give you more accurate heart rate information. The other dope thing about this is, again, let's just say you do forget your Apple Watch. You can still open the fitness app and do all of your heart rate tracking and activity tracking in there. You can complete rings and everything. This for me is one of the biggest reasons to upgrade from the Gen 1s or Gen 2s to the Gen 3s. Now, I do want to talk about sound because when these first came out, everybody was pissed about it, right? Oh, they don't sound as good as the Gen 2s and they have too much bass. Listen, I'm not an audiophile, okay? I'm not getting out my spectrometer or whatever y'all be using to measure the frequencies and decibels and all that. I don't give a crap about none of that. I just care about, does it sound good? And I've used a ton of different earbuds. Are they the best sounding earbuds I've ever used? No, but do they sound good, especially after the most recent firmwares? Yeah, they sound just fine. And I listen to all types of stuff on my AirPods. I listen to movies, I listen to media, TikTok, all that stuff. And I listen to a ton of music, and I'll be listening to all types of music. I listen to rap, which is bass heavy. I listen to a lot of rock and roll, which y'all probably wouldn't think that about me, but I'll be listening to Breaking Benjamin, and I'll be listening to Chevelle and Flyleaf and come here, Paramore, Hinder. I'll be listening to all of that. And all I care about, y'all, is do the headphones sound good? And they sound amazing. They have plenty of bass in them, which I really, really like. And they also get plenty loud. Now, Apple also says that the Gen 3s have 2 times better noise cancellation than the Gen 2s. And I don't have a way to really verify that, but I will tell you that these are the best noise cancellation experience I've ever had on a pair of freaking earbuds. I've used these all over the place. I use them in the gym. I've used noise cancellation on flights, or if my kids are just being loud and I'm trying to drown them out, boom, turn that on. Honestly, it works so good that you don't even think about it. That's how good it works. And honestly, that's all I want from a pair of headphones when it comes to noise cancellation. And I know it might sound like I'm glazing these Apple AirPods Pro Gen 3s, but I got more, because the battery life on these is so much better than the Gen 2s when I had them. Now, Apple says that these will last you 10 years. 10 years, 10 hours in transparency mode, or 8 hours with active noise cancellation on. I've never sat there and timed it, y'all, but what I will tell you, using these casually throughout the day for music, talking on the phone, listening to media, FaceTime calls, all that stuff, I could easily go 2 days to 3 days without worrying about charging these. Also, they charge mad fast. If you put these bad boys in the case for 5 minutes, if they're dead, they will give you an hour of listening. Plus, I also like how it's USB-C, obviously, and I can use my Apple Watch charger, and this isn't anything new, but I can use my Apple Watch charger or any other wireless charger to charge these. So I'm really, really pleased with the battery life on the AirPods I'm getting tongue-tied, AirPod Pro Gen 3s. The other thing I'm really impressed with is the consistent call and microphone experience on these. Now, AirPods have always been good on phone calls, but these, again, I've never had one person say, hey, you sound muffled, or you don't sound good. Like, the call quality on these, listening and talking, is freaking solid. I know you can use these as like a microphone for your camera, which I tried it out, wasn't that great. If you're gonna do that, you might as well get like a pair of little DJI mic minis or something and just plug it up to your phone. You'll get much better audio that way. But again, really solid call and microphone experience. And then we got stuff like precision, Find My, and all of that stuff, which we could be here for freaking 4 hours talking about every single little feature that the AirPod Pro Gen 3s have. Let me answer the question. Do I have any buyer's remorse paying $250 for these? Which, by the way, you can find these sometimes on sale for a little bit cheaper. And I'm gonna say abso-freaking-lutely not. If you have the Gen 2s, I don't know if you should run out and grab a pair of them. I mean, Gen 2s are still great for a lot of people, especially if you get the USB-C version. But for me, just being able to get the heart rate sensors, the better battery life, the better fitment and all of that stuff, for me, I think it's worth the extra money over getting the Gen 2s. You will not be disappointed unless you're a complete audiophile and you're looking for the most premium listening experience. Other than that, you will love the AirPod Pro Gen 3. So obviously, I'll leave affiliate links down there in the comment section, in the description, if you want to pick a pair of these up. Obviously, I'll get a little kickback off of it, but you're going to buy them anyways and it don't cost you nothing extra. So you might as well use them. And lastly, because I'm losing my voice, if you like this video, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that you get notified when new videos go up. Let me know what you think about these down in the comment section. And until next time, peace and chicken grease, Tight Shirt Terry Warfield. I'm out, y'all. Much love. Peace.